Hello, Archmatter here, and welcome to the show. So, I got the ONN projector up and running. Now, I did notice up here, I don't know if you used to be able to see my finger, but up here in this corner, I got some sort of a weird keystone issue. I've done several adjustments. It's not the actual pitch of the keystone. It's almost like the LED screen might be a little bit crooked inside the projector. I'm not sure. I still got a lot of little things to work out because up here you can't see it, but this is the actual cradle. I know it's dark in here. The actual cradle, believe me, it's right here where it's supposed to be sitting to project. Temporarily I've got it sitting right here. You can see the little green light, so it's sitting right here. I turned all my lights off so you could see the brightness on it. It is a lot brighter than my RCA and is almost equal to what my old system was in here. Now this is my third projector. I'm going to say the luminous on this has got to be at least about 15. I had wrote down what it was exactly, but I know that the RCA was a little bit lower than that. So I've got it in here, but the only problem is my Wi-Fi signal is a little bit funny, and I'm going to go a little bit closer so you can see the image a little bit better. And that it is very, very, very clear. I'm hoping I can get my Vudu to work for a couple seconds. So here's Vudu, and it's going to load up. Hopefully it loads up. So while it's loading, I'm going to talk about the projector a little bit. So this 60 to 160 is the maximum for the screen. This is perfect for back here. It's actually a little bit too big for my screen. But that's okay. When something is a widescreen at 116, it fits in there pretty good. I got an Xbox back here and a couple other things, so I think we're on 4.3 right now. I don't think I have it on anything else. It supports up to 32 gig SD card, MP3s, WMAs, MP1s, Meg1s, Meg2s, MP4s, G4s. 72 watts is what I'm using to power it. 600.1 to contrast. That's pretty good. 16.7 for the color display color. So it's a projector. It's not actually like you're watching the hertz and stuff is completely different. But it's doing 720p right now. I like to do 1080, but like I said, this is a work in progress. This room is actually a total, a little bit total of a mess right now. Because I've been in here like putting stuff up and taking stuff down, unboxing stuff up, bringing all my video game stuff in here, all my stuff that I've worked on upstairs in the Archmatter cave. A lot of it's coming down here. Let's see if I can get. No, it's not even coming up. But I was gonna try to see if I can get Shazam to work for a second, and hopefully it'll catch up enough to start it. But that's pretty much it. MP3s, JPEGs, BMPs. I think it can take more than a 32 gig on reading on it, because the RCA did. It took my my 1 gig and read all of its stuff. So let's see if I can get Shazam to run for just a second. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see it. If it runs, it'll go widescreen and then complain because the Wi-Fi signal is not good enough. I gotta work on my booster and arrange it a little bit better so it can get the signal back here better. Excuse me. This has always been a little bit of a problem area in the house. This is the furthest section of my house, so signal back here is a little bit touchy. I might get myself a little cheap booster and just stick it right back here so it can go from one to the other and then skip into here. I don't think I need anything too special, just something to help jump the signal along a little bit. So I don't think Shazam is going to start. Let me see if I open my door a little bit. The door a little bit, so prop it open. The signal can squeech in here a little bit better, and then it may fire up for a second. I was going to bring my flash drive in and test it out, which I'll do that off screen, but I'm going to say continue anyhow. It is trying to get the signal. Come on, Shazam. But I think I've covered about as much as I can on it. Another thing I noticed that the lens right here is the lens is plastic. It is not glass. I'm sure the glass aperture inside. I'm sure there is an actual glass piece inside, but the outside lens is plastic. So it doesn't look like Shazam is going to work. And I did work on it quite a bit last night, trying to arrange some stuff so that the signal would get a little bit better. Come on. But, oh well. I don't want to stay in here for, come on. It's going to end, it's a insufficient network speed. I'm going to tell it to go ahead and try again. Nothing's perfect when you're still trying to arrange a lot of stuff, and I got to figure out my surround sound. It's still running off of some of my older stuff. I got to figure out how to get the surround sound to work off this better. Actually, the sound on it, when I was sitting watching Shazam earlier, yesterday or last night, it was sounding like it was surround sound. This room is perfectly dark, and its sound in here echoes around really good from when I had my other projectors in here. So I just wanted to go to this projector, upgrade, we want to always improve what's going on, and so it had HDMI. The other one doesn't have HDMI, and better placement for my cables to it, better sound. Yeah, it's still just going to keep complaining. I switched to SD. Let's see what happens, but I don't think it's going to come up. But you guys kind of get the point. You can see that the picture quality on Shazam, just a little image, is pretty freaking good. Alrighty. So, that was basically what I wanted to do. Next time I come on, hopefully I'll have my resin printer in here too. And I'll be able to talk about my resin printer again. There it is. Now this is standard edition. This is not 720p. Closer.
We'll try that again.
There we go. Let's see if we can take it back home. That's okay. It just stopped on its own. Alright, so there you go. This is part 2 of my... no internet connection, I get it. Please like, please subscribe. I will have more on the projector. If you want me to, just comment. It has plenty of hookups. I showed you all them. More work to come. More stuff to show off in the HT room as I make it look more and more like it originally was from at least 6 years ago. So, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great rest of the weekend. I will catch up with you next week.